up air to reliably contest and juggle with, all of it just becomes so much easier for Pikachu to maneuver his way in and out of danger, while Mewtwo has to rely on those glass cannon factors and tools like Shadow Ball to just instantly apply pressure and convert that damage into stocks immediately.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching for how aggressive Aquaze is here. Oh, that's
Yikes.
unfortunate. I don't know if I didn't see a double jump ring come out there, but I was not expecting to be sent off the ledge in such a way there. That's a heartbreaker for Tonesone.
Yeah, that's not great. Maybe trying to do something similar with like a jump confusion off of ledge, or a jump disable, like something that like cancels Mewtwo's double jump, all that like tricky stuff from the ledge.
Aquaze tried a little head bump at the ledge again. Hey, maybe I can get another stop.
Yeah, maybe we can just choose one out real quick.
Now, we did see a small Shadow Ball go right over Pikachu. But I think upon landing, so getting a little pancake action, but it's definitely a lot easier to hit Mewtwo than it is to hit Pikachu. Seeing that.
Yeah.
Now, Mewtwo does have some decent range. I mean, we've seen a few situations where Tonesone was had an opportunity for a juggle and was just kind of doing just that, juggling with up air, and Pikachu trying to land with things like down air and back air, and kind of struggling just because of the limited range. That is going to be a stock right there at the ledge. Nice landing there into down smash, and Tonesone, unfortunately, because of that, SD on stock 1 is down a whole stock.
Yeah, and certainly a rough position. The amount of times I see Pikachu players get away with just like empty jumping or doing full hop fair into landing Nair on ledge like this, like, you know what they want. They want exactly one thing.
Yeah. They're thinking about one thing, and it's disgusting.
Oh, and beyond that, trying again for that dash back forward smash. No dice, though, on the part of Tonesone.
You know, I mean, you can include the SD in this, but Aquaze has really been keeping charge of the ledge really the entire game.
I mean, when you're able to... It's like a double-edged sword, right? Against a fast character like Pikachu, you always want to make them try to come in and be at predictable angles and locations. Unfortunately, that back air connecting on the attempt at an edge guard from the part of Tonesone, just in a... Oh, teleports down to ledge. You got an opportunity here.
Yeah, and I liked that, you know, potential opportunity there. Off stage, trying to still living after that multi-hit fall out there, but I love seeing Tonesone go for the rising back air edge guard on Aquaze, specifically after the Skull Bash, because that, you know, Skull Bash is a pretty big commitment, and that can really do wonders, I think, for your set play if you can punish the Pikachu, you know, for using it once. Tonesone is still in this. I mean, okay, well, the multi-hits eventually will all connect, and Tonesone will be out of luck.
I like what Tonesone was going for there, though. To lead on my trail of thought from earlier, against a character like Pikachu being so fast and able to traverse stage, even with a hitbox so reliably, with stuff like Quick Attack, his rising buttons all being so good, yada, yada, yada. By condensing this stage into something really predictable, like the ledge or underneath a platform, you can reliably contest Pikachu in very strong positions for yourself. However, you are still putting yourself in the corner when you do that, on ledge when you do that. And that can leave you open for big risk edge guards or small tech flubs, as we saw with the SD, or in the case of what we just saw in that final stock, ledge trump back airs. Like, all of that playing into the corner, Aquaze did super, super well with the easy stuff, like looking for drag down nairs, and with the more surprising and quick stuff, like the ledge trump into back air. Very nicely played from Aquaze to never overextend too far.
Agreed. Yeah, no, I think Tonesone was playing from far enough behind that we saw some disables coming out, you know, trying to get some, you know, make some bold plays happen for himself that, you know, I'm not sure we'll be seeing as much, you know, when you're playing an even game from the start.
Certainly fair.
I mean, but for the most part, I think Tonesone was playing the matchup well enough, you know, after the SD, and actually is off to a lead here at the start. Not appreciate all that shield pressure in the corner there, though.
Oh, just coming straight down with that down air, though. Just trying to put out hitboxes where Pikachu does not want them to be the up air in an attempt to juggle. We see a lot of skull bashes and disadvantage on the part of Aquaze. Yeah. One of those things that Tone really needs to start calling out if he's going to make Pikachu pay for being so light. Oh. Oh my god. Both of these players are kind of out for blood. We were seeing IDJ up airs. We're seeing thunder reads. That Shadow Ball almost connected. It's getting dangerous.
Also saw landing Mewtwo Nair turn into Pikachu Nair. Okay. Also, that was a very brave forward air from the ledge there. I respect it.
Gets dangerous every time another landing down air gets Aquaze in a strong position, feinting the ledge trump, yet no dice, nothing connecting. Even that dash attack wasn't landing as he misses. That's tough for Tonesone. You miss the finisher of that combo after the up air, the forward air not connecting afterwards, and Aquaze instantly turns that into a stock of his own.
And that's part of the issue with Mewtwo as well, is, you know, there's a little bit of inconsistency with some of these confirms.
Certainly tough. Oh, the roll away gets scouted by Aquaze, turning it into some damage, but the forward air afterwards, man, there's no air dodging. We are just pressing buttons out of hit stun.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed. There's a moment there Tonesone actually did get a hit confirm with a small Shadow Ball, and it actually did hit, but you know, didn't kind of follow behind it. The down air, just kind of defensive, which honestly I'm surprised that that's hit twice now in this game, much less once.
We're throwing things out. We're making big buttons, trying to make plays as the forward air comes down, scouting out that jump from ledge yet again. Ooh, Tone with the defensive confusion in order to get back, and then the teleport to center stage. A Mewtwo classic. If you overextend even a little into the corner, Mewtwo will make you pay, and then the run-up grab. Super nice from Tonesone in order to play under this platform so well.
I was also going to say, Aquaze actually getting punished for that forward smash on shield, like, it was so spaced so far away. It's nice to, you know, Mewtwo can actually catch that and can recover from some pretty uncomfy positions. You saw.
And that's tough. You saw Tone like have to go for that teleport angle that didn't snap to ledge, but Aquaze was already in their neutral getup animation and couldn't react in time. Super tough. Had a huge opportunity to edgeguard Mewtwo without a jump. However, we are in a position where Tone could very easily close out this stock with one of those sharp forward airs or a Shadow Ball in ledge, calling out the neutral getup and timing that one frame perfectly. Brings us to a 1-1 set.
Man, that looked like Inkling for a second there. Pikachu was just covered in purple. The freeze frame on that Shadow Ball. It's a nice call out. I mean, I think partly because we're operating on a pretty small stage here. Tonesone hasn't really had the time to charge Shadow Ball very much. I mean, we've been seeing some kind of medium range, medium charge Shadow Balls coming out to break through Thunder Jolt, but I think that's the first full charge we've seen all set. Now on
see him trying.
I have to wonder if that might. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's. Wow.
Yo.
Whoa. I had to just like let that moment play out real quick. That was an impressive tech coming out of the teleport.
Now, I didn't hear if he got the spiking hitbox of the cloud or if it was just a late thunder hitbox that sent into the stage. Either way, though, huge tech on part of Tonesone to not let that dangerous situation last any longer than it had to. is back on ledge and fights his way off yet again. Just so many times, Tonesone is able just to put out a button around ledge, and Aquaze plays a little bit too far into it.
I'm just thinking about the stage. I know Pikachu, generally is quite comfy on a stage like this, just being able to control space with Thunder Jolt. But granted, at the ledge at that percent against Mewtwo, that confirm is going to work basically any stage.
Oh, absolutely.
But I have to wonder if Tonesone could kind of take advantage of kind of similar factors on this stage. I think, Thunder Jolt is so much easier, less committal, to kind of throw out, just in terms of a projectile to take up space.
Yeah, and you gotta keep in
a
mind
little bit of mobility for Pikachu,
Yeah, I see what you're going with. Pikachu just is able to cover a lot more of the stage more reliably, but I see where you're coming from when it comes to like, oh, Shadow Ball is just as good a projectile, right? Only when he has it at a charge where it will reliably power through Thunder Jolts will it be able to effectively trade in neutral.
Right.
So, hopefully he's able to find enough of that charge, able to do so there, almost converting off of it as well. Tonesone firing back so strong, and this is the advantage Mewtwo has in so many matchups. His damage output is just insane.
For sure. Something else occurred to me with the discussion of neutral and your projectiles and everything. We did see Tonesone use a lot of reflects right off the bat that we hadn't been seeing on Small Battlefield, because there's no real point in reflecting the Thunder Jolts if Pikachu's sending them from platforms or above them.
Yeah, that's the benefit of this stage to the Pikachu. You're just constantly forced to deal with what he has to offer. However, the very tip of that forward tilt does in fact take the stock, almost getting a Shadow Ball to connect as well. Tonesone earning himself a lead there in this final stock of this final game, and now a final stock, but not yet for Tonesone, surviving with perfect DI even on FD against that dash attack. You're still alive.
That's crazy. Tonesone has spent, I was gonna say Tonesone spent way too much time at that ledge in extremely dangerous situations, but finally lost the stock there. I think it was 3 drop-off double jump up airs on that sequence at the right ledge. If it works, it works though.
He's making the tail hitbox do the work, throwing out these big buttons, intercepting Pikachu in the air, which Aquaze is spending a ton of time in. It just gets so much tougher once you find yourself in center, having to deal with quick attacks from all these different angles, catching Tone's dash back yet again here, Patch.
Yeah, quick attacks are working out very nicely. I think it's... really think it's going to come down to just, like, which of these characters can get their kill setups here? Because both characters have some pretty specific conditions, usually, such as landing Nair at ledge from Pikachu. Aquaze taking that game 3.
Yeah, a very, very tight game 3, and honestly, Tonesone's game plan of like sticking close to the corner, making Aquaze like constantly have to deal with the barrage, deal with the approach game more often, play that corner scenario right, or else you find reversals. It was paying off from game number 1. Unfortunately, we had that first stock SD, which, he got jabbed. Holy moly. The jab 2-framed Mewtwo, and you don't get your jump back when you get 2-framed. That sucks.
So he would have just tried to jump and no dice. Yeah.
Man, it was super rough. However, the game plan that Tonesone walked in with was pretty good, aside from all the fallouts from Aquaze's forward air, just kind of Pikachu things as well. Super well played on both sides though, as Aquaze played patient, hunted for his kill confirms in the corner, which with that falling Nair, and it turned into a very, very well played set with a nice back and forth.
That clip was so funny to me, just because, like, seeing Mewtwo dragging down somebody with Nair and they're in front of him, I'm expecting, Mewtwo lands, gets a grab, gets something, and it just the situation reversal on him. But I really like that Tonesone started the set off basically as bad as you ever could. And, you know, we end up getting back to, you know, last hit, game 3. Great set.
Yeah.
Great
very,
set.
very, very, very well played. And it's something where you can look back at the set and watch. It's like, oh, I definitely messed up here. And for Tonesone, that was, from a macro game plan sense, it was heading into center in the late stages of game number 3, which just never allowed him to set his feet. And B, no dash back forward smash ever worked. Like none, all of them whiffed. Like just don't.
No. Not having that.